Hey guys, it's Laura. I'm sitting at my desk, so if I look like a late night TV host, that's why. Anyways, I was thinking I really wanted to make more videos, obviously. That's why I have a YouTube channel, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to make them about. And so I was thinking, sitting right here, thinking about it. And I was like, what could I post? And then I thought, the solution. I realized I transferred schools this year, which in general people have a lot of questions about. I did it during a pandemic, which didn't really change anything, but still nonetheless happened. And I also did it because of my mental health, and that kind of ties into the point of my channel. And so with all of that, I just figured, what a great topic. So I figured we'd start back at when I was thinking about transferring schools. So things started to go badly about a year ago, and my parents had mentioned me transferring and saying that that might be a good thing for me because I was only an hour and a half away from home, so it's not that far at all, but still to not be feeling good mentally and knowing that I'm an hour and a half away from home. I didn't have a car on campus. The whole thing just wasn't ideal. So my parents were kind of encouraging me to think about transferring, and I was like, heck no. I'm super involved here. I have jobs here that I really like and I want to continue doing, and yada yada yada. I was like, heck no, I'm not transferring. Then my breakup happened, which is not a big deal, but that's definitely a turning point because it definitely changed my life because I was in a relationship for a long time. And that happened. My parents again were like, maybe you should think about transferring schools because you aren't doing well there mentally. And I was like, I'm not transferring schools. I have a job here. I really like my job. I like the clubs I'm in. Sorry. Oh, frick, okay. And it just, to me, it was like, that's so stupid. Why would I transfer schools? And then I kind of had a breakdown about that. I was like, my parents really want me to transfer. I really don't want to transfer. I don't like my major. I don't know what I want to do with my life. Had a mid-college life crisis where I changed my major to math because for some reason I thought that was a good idea. And just felt so good about it that I really didn't think I was going to transfer. Anyways, started taking calc. Was like, maybe not. And then more things just started to happen. My mental health was really feeding off of some of the stuff happening at school. And so it was getting really bad, but I couldn't go home as much as I wanted to because I had to be in school. I kept going back and forth. I wasn't sure if I wanted to transfer. I had mentioned it to some people. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, especially since I didn't know. So I told some people, but not a lot of people. And then I decided I wasn't going to. And so then I told people I wasn't going to. And then I decided I was going to and told people I was going to. Which is why I didn't want to tell a lot of people because they changed my mind so many times. But I ended up changing my mind and feeling really good that I was gonna stay at my old school, and so I didn't submit my application for this current school until the day it was due. And I knew it was the day it was due, and still even though I felt pretty sure I was gonna stay at my other school, there's still a small part of me that wasn't so sure. And so I ended up filling out the application the last day it was due, and so I kind of just threw random things in there. I put as little as I could in order to submit it so that at least it was in there, and then was like, oh well, whatever. I changed my mind a few more times probably, and then everything got shut down and I got sent home. And when I got sent home, I've talked about this before, being stuck at home, and not just because I was at home because school wasn't happening, but at home because of everything happening in the world. I was just spending so much time in bed, and it was really feeding into my depression that I had kind of been counteracting by being busy at school. And then all of a sudden I didn't have that going on anymore, and it just really caught up with me. And it just gave me so much time to think about things that I was kind of maybe I shouldn't go back. But then something happened that ended up really setting it off, oh, I really shouldn't go back, because some of the small little things socially I was holding on to all just kind of they didn't disappear. I could have done more, but I was so exhausted mentally that putting in the effort for something that maybe I didn't actually care about just seemed totally worthless. So then that was when I was like, okay, this is the last straw. I can't go back there. There's not that much there for me anymore. That's when I made the decision to transfer schools. And so, like I said, my application was like the bare minimum, but I was working directly with the head of admissions, and so she was super, super helpful and like letting me know that it was okay that I didn't submit everything on time and I could submit things late, and I just needed to get it all in at some point, basically. And so I did that and then found out I got in. I knew I was gonna get in. That I only applied to one school, and I knew I was gonna get in just because it was one of those more, not necessarily a safety school, but like, I guess like a target school. So I wasn't really worried about that. I got in, and then things were just like, the coronavirus was not going away. And so it just kind of turned into just waiting to see what the heck was gonna happen, because I didn't know if I was gonna actually go back, and would it be worth it to live on campus if there's nothing really going on because of the coronavirus and yada yada yada. So anyways, summer goes by, I get my housing assignment. Here I am in my triple with 2 other transfer students. I think I lucked out so much because people go random. I went random. I didn't go random my freshman year, obviously not my sophomore year. And then I came in here and knew nobody, went random. And I think I lucked out so much, especially in a triple. Like, imagine the chances you had of just getting at least one bad roommate in a triple, and they're both great. Honestly, I might be the messiest out of all of them, and I don't think I'm that messy. I know I have a little pile right here right now, but that's okay. But I think I just got so lucky, because I definitely could have been in a worse triple. But I got the assignment. My original understanding, and I think everyone else's original understanding of going back, was that all classes were going to be in person. And then I think most people found out like 2 days before classes started that that's not actually the case. So depending on the person, you might have all online classes, all in-person classes. I have mostly online classes and 1 in-person class. And then there's also hybrid classes. So I have one of those too. The transition starting here has been really difficult because of COVID. Not because of the school, not because of me, not because of anyone else, mainly just because of COVID. We're not allowed to have guests in our building. We're not allowed to have guests on camp, like guests of any kind, including like students. So you can't have friends over. You can't go over to your friends' places. You're encouraged to not hang out with your friends unless you're wearing masks. But I have made some friends. I get along well with my roommates. I've made friends that I don't live with. So that's good too. That's part of the reason why I feel really glad that I'm close to home, is because I still have a place to go. Like, if my friends and I want to watch a movie, well, I keep saying friends. I've made one friend. If my friend and I want to watch a movie, we can go to my house, and like, we don't have to worry about getting in trouble or anything because we're not on campus. Also, for my mental health, being close to home has been so wonderful, because I can go home whenever I'm not feeling good, which I definitely have, and my parents are happy to have me, which I appreciate. And so that's good. The questions that people would have usually about transferring schools and like how you make friends and all that stuff, I can't answer those questions because COVID has just screwed everything up. Credits and school-wise, it's still normal. It's just that every school does it different probably. Transfer credits suck. My mom doesn't like that word, but she's probably not going to watch this. It sucks. Right now they have me scheduled to do an extra semester. I definitely don't have to do that extra semester. I can take the classes over the winter and at a community college and stuff. So I think that's the biggest thing transfer wise that's just like been frustrating. I've been getting involved, which I mean, that was a big thing for me at my old school. I was super involved and I really encouraged it to others. And I can't say that I've made friends from being involved yet. I'm not going to rule it out because, like I said, things have been tough, but it has given me stuff to do. This school is huge on community service, so that's kept me really busy. My last school wasn't, but I love to do community service, so it's so nice that like every day there's a way to be involved in the community here. So I've been doing different things to do that, which is a really great way to keep me busy. I've been focused on my academics, keeping me busy as well, and spending time with my family, which I didn't get the chance to do as much when I went to my old school, so I'm really thankful to have that also. I guess that's it. I can't think of anything else. Transferring schools is hard and scary. Like, very, very hard and very, very scary. I don't think that anyone is like discounting that or telling me that it's not. It's okay to transfer schools. I did not, never in a million years, see my college experience going the way it did. And that was like one of the hardest things for me when I was thinking about transferring schools. The biggest reason I didn't want to do it was because like, this is the school, the last school I was at, that's the school I chose. I was gonna graduate from there. That's what I saw. That's how my life was gonna go. I realized, like looking back on it, I had this like perfect plan for my life. I knew like exactly how it was gonna go out. I thought I'd found the person I was gonna marry, the job I was gonna have, kind of knew like when I was gonna have kids, just because I was so set in like my relationship and all that stuff. And I'm not gonna say I was naive at all, because I don't think I was. I think I genuinely like had good reason to believe all that stuff, but life changes, and that was like, and still is, one of the hardest things to accept for me, but I think I'm getting a lot better at it, and even, dare I say, getting a little bit happy with my new life. Let's be careful, I've said that before. But, I am starting to understand why it happened, and that things happen for a reason, blah, blah, blah. So that's good. That's promising. If you're thinking about transferring schools and you want to take anything from this video, it's the fact that you'll probably be okay. It's probably going to suck. You're probably going to be stressed and sad, and that is okay. Because that's just natural, and you're going to feel it, and it's good to feel your emotions, and eventually you'll understand why you felt them, and you'll grow from them, and all that cheesy stuff that people say. But anyways, I'm gonna go because I just think that I'm getting too out of my element. I think I'm not the most inspirational person in the world, but I can pretend I am. So anyways, I hope you're all doing well in school. Make sure you're checking your calendars to make sure you are getting everything done that needs to get done. Make sure you're drinking lots of water. Make sure you're taking time to eat ice cream or whatever you enjoy eating, but it should probably be ice cream because ice cream is the best food in the world. Make sure you're giving hugs because hugs release endorphins. I don't know. Okay, I should probably go to bed now. It's 8:45, but I think I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, feel free to give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I'll see you next time.